Minister of Information and Culture, ALHAJI Lai Mohammed, has maintained the confidence of the present administration towards winning the forthcoming 2019 general elections, having delivered on his promises to Nigerians. The minister, in an interactive session with the media on Thursday in his office, commended the effort of Amnesty International in establishing the true cause of the Hmic farmers' clash, which was environmental, not religious, nor ethnic as widely believed and speculated. ALHAJI Lai Mohammed stated that the present administration will continue to take concrete steps to stem down the crisis and killings across the country.
Is the report of the Amnesty International. As a matter of fact, the Amnesty International went as their latest report actually claimed that the government's failure to investigate and bring to justice killers has fueled the farmers' hedges clash, and that security agencies' response time has been very slow. Well, let me start by saying I've gone through the report, and one thing that they got right this time is that they also came to the conclusion that Hmic farmers' clash has nothing to do with ethnicity or religion. This is quite heartwarming, given the fact that we spent the last couple of months trying to drum it that what we have today as Hmic farmers' clash is actually fueled largely by environmental conditions, population explosion, and sheer criminality. And we are glad that even Amnesty International today has agreed with us.
On the New York Times report on the Shiite killings in Abuja, the minister explained that the President Buhari administration believes in the sanctity of human lives and the rule of law. According to him, the present administration has no intention of clamping down on the civil society organizations or groups, but however warned that anybody or group that breaks the law must face justice.
The New York Times, if you remember, if you recall, recently reported on the indiscriminate killings of Shiite protests in Abuja. You recall that on the 29th of October, there was a protest by the Shiites here in Abuja. The New York Times has written a report, and I think there's a video circulating which many of you must have seen. I've read the report and I've seen the video. Let me start first by saying that this administration is one that believes in the sanctity of human life and believes in respect for the rule of law. Therefore, this administration will not condone any extrajudicial killing or violation of anybody's human rights. Having said this, we are studying the video, we are studying the report with a view to seeing to its authenticity, after which appropriate steps will be taken. However, the bigger picture must not be lost on all of us. There seems to be a choreographed campaign to demoralize the army. This is dangerous, considering the sacrifices, the gallantry, and patriotism of the military. We must not forget that it is the sacrifices of these men and women that made it possible for all of us, most of us, to sleep with our two eyes closed. We must not forget in a hurry what the situation was here before now. They must be very careful not to do anything that will kill the morale of the military, thus hampering the fight against terror, which they have prosecuted, I must say, with tremendous success since this administration came into office. And it's curious also that when the military suffered a setback recently in Machele, we did not hear any outrage from anybody. But the kind of outrage that we hear when the military is accused of human rights violation or killings, we didn't hear it when the soldiers were massacred. And you see, they give the impression as if it's right for the soldiers to kill, but it's wrong for the military to contain their killings. I think we must look at this because no soldier, and I have to tell about our military here, they would prefer to be in their barracks and do that, but it's for the safety of all of us that they are doing what they are doing. So I think in commenting on the insurgency, we should also be careful not to tilt the balance.
On the release of Leah Sharibu, the minister said the federal government has been working night and day to ensure her release and that of other kidnapped victims by Boko Haram.
Mr. President will always do what is right for this country. So I want to assure that there's no day that a lot of back-channel work is not going on the release of abducted girls and boys. If you recall, even the last meeting Mr. President went to attend in Poland, he had a session with the Swiss president. And it had to do largely with the issue of Boko Haram and the abducted girls. So please rest assured that the government is working night and day to ensure the release of these children who have been abducted.
He assured Nigerians that the Buhari administration will always consider completing all the projects inherited from the past administration and enumerated the projects to include roads, railways, and others.
Honestly, I do not entertain any fear in respect of the 2019 elections. On the contrary, the elections will come, they will pass, and we're going to win with a larger margin than we won in 2015. That's clear to me. Because a government that has delivered on all its promises, notwithstanding what the naysayers are saying, because the records are there. We feed 9,300,000 pupils 1 meal a day, every school day, in public schools. And these children, because of this program, they consume 6.8 million eggs every week. These children consume 594 heads of cows every week. No, it's true. I think about 13 metric tons, 93 metric tons of fish every week. You see, what I'm saying is that these 9.3 million people, they have mothers, they have fathers, they have what? So our government is impacting positively. And because of the lesson we learned, we ensure that 5 critical projects would never suffer from funding. That is the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the East-West Road, the Mambila Plateau hydropower, the Abuja Kano Road, and the Second Niger Bridge. And that is why we have dedicated $650 million for those 5 projects. What everything the person said yesterday is real, and we challenge anybody to say it is not true. Somebody said there is no state of the federation where we are not constructing one project or the other. The last time we said this, some people from the Southeast came to challenge us, and we said, well, 69 roads. 69 projects are ongoing in Southeast, and we mentioned them. Nobody has come out to say it is not true. So it's easy for you to sit by in National Assembly and press your button and say it's not true. We have been out, and we say that it's true. Thank you.